What's up guys? Today I bring you another new smartphone review. This is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus global version. Roll the intro. So a brand new budget smartphone by Xiaomi with a good mix of flagship and budget features combined into an interesting mid-range powered smartphone which boasts IP68 certification, 120 watt fast charging and a massive 200 megapixel camera sensor and lots more. So excited to see what this thing can do. Now first of all, inside the box you will find a user manual, a protective silicone phone case, a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, a 120 watt fast charger, and last but not least, the smartphone itself. And here is a quick look what that silicone case looks like on this phone. So it offers a certain degree of bumper protection. Nice to have a case included, either way. Now let's talk about price. Team Xiaomi has kindly sent over this review unit for me to test on the channel so I can give you guys my honest opinion on it. But the pricing info has not been shared at the time of shooting this video. So for the latest pricing info, check out the links in the description box. And I can predict that the phone might cost between £300 to £500. And this is the global version. So the specs and the camera features are slightly different than the China version. Now let's talk design. The phone is made from an aluminium alloy frame with vegan leather finish on the back, which does look pretty nice. The phone has curved corners, curved screen and Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front. And overall, the phone does look and feel quite premium in the hands. In thickness, the phone is only 8.85mm thick and weighs 205 grams. We have an interesting large camera bump design with 3 sensors and LED flash housed within, and it's finished in a rather nice chrome trim. Now more details on the camera specs and camera samples coming up later in the video, but first let's talk about that display. You're looking at a 6.67 inch AMOLED display with a screen resolution of 2712 by 1220, and this does support dynamic refresh rate adjustment up to 120 Hz depending on what you're doing on the phone. But you also have the option to manually switch between 60 Hz or 120 Hz all the time, and then you can also select which apps can use the high refresh rate and switch on and off accordingly. This phone also has Google Widevine Level 1 certification and supports HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision, and the peak brightness can get up to 3000 nits. So the screen is super nice and bright, and the bezels are quite symmetrical going all the way around, and the screen does curve around the sides. So absolutely gorgeous display. Performance-wise, this phone is powered by Qualcomm's mid-range processor, the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3, which is a 4nm octa-core clocked at 2.5 GHz. You get 12 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM and 512 gigs of UFS 2.2 storage. Now this phone does also support virtual RAM extension, so you can expand the RAM by up to 12 gigabytes using your internal storage space, effectively giving you a total of 24 gigs of RAM. Gaming wise, this phone can play more or less any game from the Play Store, and that includes Call of Duty Warzone. You can see I've maxed out the graphics for this game across the board, so let's go ahead and check out the gameplay.
Cover your stick. Take a Bravo underway. Grenade! Losing B.
And here is a quick look at the temperatures after a full game of Warzone. And you can see temperature wise, it's not doing bad at all. Now if you're wondering about the battery, this phone has a 5110 mAh battery and supports 120 watt fast charging. And the battery will easily last you 1.5 days with normal use. And it's certainly nice to get that 120 watt fast charger included in the box. Now let's talk cameras. We have triple camera setup on the back. So this has a massive 200 megapixel primary sensor, which is the Samsung ISO cell HP3 sensor, and this is the same primary sensor we saw in last year's Redmi Note 13 and 13 Pro Plus. Other phones that also use the HP3 as their primary sensor are Honor 90, Realme 11 Pro Plus, Unihertz Tank 3 and Tank 3 Pro, and a few others. So tried and tested, this is a decent primary sensor. The phone also has an 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro, so no dedicated telephoto lens, but I guess that primary sensor should make up for it. And on the front there is a 20 megapixel front camera. So enough talk, let's check out the samples.
30, 4K 30. Maximum 6x. This is 1080p at 60 frames. Maximum resolution video with the front facing camera, 1080p 60.